Tinubu's credentials. Even if Atiku had come to me with the millions, I would have turned him down, Robert Clark says. So this other statesman is trying to blame Atiku's failure on his lawyers, that his lawyers deceived him, that he had a case to make with Tinubu, and that he had a chance in the court. Meanwhile, he never had any chance in court. And that is why he's feeling like this. So his problem is the lawyers and not Atiku as a person. That because his lawyers ill-advised him. That is what this man is trying to say. But let's get into the details to understand him better. The senior advocate of Nigeria, Chief Robert Clark, had blamed the lawyers of former Vice President Atiku Abubakar for his political woes. He insisted that Atiku, the presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party, has never had a case against President Bola Tinubu, adding that he was ill-advised by his lawyers that he had a chance in court. The elder statesman argued that Atiku has been fighting with Tinubu for past 20 years and could have addressed the issue of his certificate before now. So he stated that if Atiku had come to him with his case, he would have turned him down irrespective of the amount of money offered. Clark stated that he would have advised the former vice president that his case would not be sustained in the Supreme Court. So he said this during an interview with Arise TV News. According to him, I'm so happy with the Supreme Court that it analyzed the judgment and showed it very clearly that the problem about criticisms should be laid on the footsteps of the lawyers. I am not happy at all because I hate correcting or chastising senior members of the bar. But what do we have today? 90% of Atiku Abubakar's woes were caused by his lawyers. I am sorry to say this. What they should have done 20 years ago, they did not do it. Now, what they should have done 20 years ago, they did not do it instead because they had enough money to travel to America to collect this and that. And they are now disturbing everybody in Nigeria to show that Atiku has a case. Atiku has never had a case in this matter because he has been fighting President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for the past 20 years. Is it today he is looking for evidence to fight him? I, Robert Clark, would not take a brief from Atiku if he had brought that brief to me. I would have told him that there is no merit in it because the Supreme Court will not hear it, that the matter you want me to go and show the Supreme Court on your behalf cannot be sustained. I will tell him, and I will not, because of the millions he is going to give me, start running around him to give me a brief that I know will never succeed. So the problem is in the system that allows so much money to flow into the hands of politicians. We therefore have to look into the system to make sure that we do not give room where anybody can manipulate another person and start pretending. Please let us look at our laws. So that is what Chief Robert Clark is saying. So he's putting the blame on Atiku's lawyers for making him to fail. Okay, that Atiku did never had a case because the Supreme Court will not hear that case. Atiku has been fighting Tinubu for the past 20 years and has not succeeded. Is it today that he will succeed? So if he himself, as a son, and if Atiku had come to him for this case, he would have turned Atiku down, irrespective of how much money Atiku may offer, because he would have told Atiku the plain truth that his case will not stand and will not be sustained in any court. Okay, that's what he's saying now. So the problem we have is that we have allowed so much money to flow into the hand of politicians, and now they're using the money to frustrate the system. We should look inward and find alternative ways of handling the situation to stop money going into the hand of politicians so much. We can't stop that because politicians are in charge of the nation's resources. So they are handling it the way they want to handle it. You really can't stop it. That is the truth. So let's take a few comments here. So we say these people leadership will be the worst. Okay, worst ever if allowed to rule this country. Please never vote them into power again. Truth speakers becomes their enemies. Darkness, people always hate light. Can you imagine? Some Igbos are coward and betrayer. Yoruba always become chameleon when they don't support you. But if they support you, I guess they are the chameleon criminals. They are not chameleon. Did they think that this man is an Igbo man? His mother is an Hausa Fulani, and she do Olusho with Oyibo man and born the man. You are seeing. Wow. So the short of it's a village more developed than that of the Igbos. Learn to speak in the public without name calling a whole tribe when your grievance is against few. Exactly. The good thing about all this hypocrisy is that nobody buys bread cheaper. And that is true. Nobody buys bread cheaper. And this is Atiku'S speaking. He needs money from Tinubu. That is why he's saying all this. Abi, the other statesman is broke and needs Tinubu's recognition. Somebody say, Oga, please retire in peace. Go and rest and leave this one. Are you saying retire Kwa? When was the last time you heard about him? He's retired already, just making noise because they invited him to a station. Not be smart, you know. Igbos are morally damaged from onset. They have no respect for elders, leaders, age, and position. It's not that. I think the Igbos will not tolerate. A lot of the Igbos will not tolerate anything nonsense. That is it. What is Tinubu credentials apart from drug dealing business without any deal real certificate? Now be smart, while I go come now, fight to go boss for this one. So people are so dumb as your Peter Obi that Tinubu finished his university with distinction. If not social media, all you these spare part sellers will be the what? Will be all you seller too will not get Mato. Can you imagine? Where says his lawyers were after money, nothing else. Thank you, sir. I appreciate him for saying that. He has said it already. A Nigerian presidential election was declared by INEC, okay, even if the candidate came with a gun on the head of the chairman. No judge will reverse it. I am obedient, advised to withdraw the case. Okay, if I'm obedient, I would have advised to withdraw the case. I was ignored and some insulted me. I was in politics before all of them. Can you imagine? Oh, wow. Nigerian politics is very dirty. That is it. Absolutely very, very dirty. So what this man is saying is that lawyers, so do we say that lawyers are part of the problem in Nigeria? Maybe we have to say so, because the judiciary have refused to uphold integrity as key. Rather, they have sold their conscience on the platter of Naira. And that is very, very bad. They have allowed politicians to buy them. That is why election period is the best time for them. That is when they cash out. That is when they make money. Okay? And so even a case that has no merit, they will tell you there's merit, you will win. They will deceive into it and they will collect money. So that is what Chief Robert Clark's son is saying, that Atiku'S problem came from his lawyers because they ill advised him. So thank you for listening, and let's have a comment.